känns det nu? Vinner race 1 och race 2. Hur går tankarna nu för sista racet?
Ja, det gäller ju att vara först, så det är bara att köra så hårt man bara kan.
Blir det första trippelsegern om det skulle bli så?
Nej, jag tog en på Mantorp i år också.
Härligt.
Så försöka på en andra.
Jajamän, lycka till!
Tack!
Så, skattebra. Vinnare i race 1 och race 2. Och vi önskar han all lycka till. Men vi har en hungrig förare här också, vid Oskar Mellstig. Tjena Oskar!
Thank you, Richard, for the interviews as we now line up and go for the final race of the weekend. It's Andreas Skattebo on pole after having the biggest points haul so far this weekend. Alongside him will be Oskar Mellstig in P2. P3, Linus Stjärnelund, and beside him, Christian Lovén after a mighty recovery drive in race 2. So he will be starting behind the driver who had contact with in race 1, but Gustav Berglund P5 and William Eriksson P6, Kalle Svensson P7 and Lionel Skår in P8. Albin Gustafsson P9 after having a suspension failure last race. Alongside him will be Fredrik Lindholm. P11 will be Pete Norbeck and William Isaksson in P12. Enzo Collin will be starting P13 and Max Hannon won't be starting this race after the collision on the final lap when he went off into the grass. P15 Sexton Sandgren and P16 Jonathan Ölander. Selina Hessman won't be joining us for P17 on the grid spot because she has left for other duties already planned even before the season, and alongside her would have been, but now is Devin Lewis Grab competing after 2 DNFs and a good qualifying. Johan Wahlan will be P19 and Agnes Wahlan will round out the grid in P20. And I now welcome Richard Olsson to the commentary booth.
Yeah, hello. Nice to be back. Went for a quick jog there from the pre-grid up here.
Yeah. So storyline that should be highlighted is certainly the battle for P3 in the Junior Championship and Junior National Championship, which is currently between Lionel Skår, Albin Gustafsson and Fredrik Lindholm. Lionel Skår now the P3 man after Albin Gustafsson's DNF in race 2. Other story is, I think, the biggest highlight is Christian Lovén. It's his final ever race behind a race car before he puts his helmet on the shelf and the gloves on the cabinet. It's one last hurrah. Can he finish on the podium in what is to be his final ever race? Andreas Skattebo as well. Is he ready for the second hat-trick of the season? He had his first one, of course, in Mantorp. Can he repeat that here in Kinnekulle?
Yeah, this will be a very interesting race. As you say, last ever race for Christian Lovén. He will put everything on the table. For him, there's no championship to worry about, so he will put everything to test here, and I think he would rather be in the wall than P4.
Yeah, I think it's all or nothing for him.
Yeah.
Cinderella story it would be after 4 years of constant close calls, but to no avail. Lionel Skår lining up in his position. Albin Gustafsson then had a suspension failure in the last corner and then spun out under the bridge in the first corner, so that was what we missed when Devon went into the gravel. I can also tell you that Devon did get help into the gravel trap. It was William Isaksson who had a bit of a hit on him, and he received a 10-second penalty for that incident. As we now see final cars getting ready into their final grid spots. As we see, if you look closely, you see it's hard to tell, but behind William there's an empty space which would have been Max Stjärnelund.
Oh, yeah. And we've also lost Selina Hesman.
Yeah, she would have been behind beside Devin Lewis Grabko, but this time around she's not here.
Yeah, so Devin, very unfortunate for him that he's had these 2 collisions in both race 1 and race 2. Yeah, no fault of his own, you can say, and his pace has been very, very good, so I think we'll see him climb a couple of positions here.
Yeah. So let's see, 5-second board is out. It's time to go racing. Cars revving up for the final time this weekend. Red lights are on. It is a jump start from Christian Lovén. It won't be a podium finish for him because he's jumped the start completely. He will take the lead, but yeah, unfortunate. I think he just slipped the clutch, or he had the best reaction I've ever seen. I think, unfortunately, it was the former.
Oh, and Fredrik Lindholm in contact
with Pete Norbeck.
Yeah, 2 of your drivers there being in contact with each other.
Yeah. Stuff that happens in racing. Oskar Melsig has gotten past Andreas Skattebo under the bridge. So it's Christian, and then Oskar, Andreas, Linus Stjärnelund, Gustav Berglund, Lionel Skår, William Eriksson, Kalle Svensson, Albin Gustafsson, William Isaksson, Sixten Sandgren, Fredrik Lindholm, Jonathan Olander, Pete Norbeck, Enzo Collin, David Grabko, Johan Warland, and then...
And Oskar Melsig dives on Christian Lovén in the final corner.
But he can't make it quite stick. So now, instead, Andreas has a run. There's 3 wide on the start finish straight. Lovén in the middle. Andreas on the inside getting a push from his teammate Linus Stjärnelund. And then it's Oskar Melsig. He's got a past. And then Gustav Berglund's shaping up for a move as well on Christian Lovén. So let's see, into Kvarnen corner. Linus Stjärnelund on the outside. Can he make the move on Andreas? He's still on the outside. He's gonna get washed out wide. And then Oskar has the chance on the inside instead. The field pretty much still in one big pack, with a few exceptions.
Oh, and pushing Oskar Melsig wide there. Christian Lovén. No, Christian Lovén pushed Melsig wide.
And now Oskar Melsig is also losing Gustav Berglund. He went from 2nd to P5, even P1 he was at one moment. But now he's down to P5. So it's Andreas from Linus Stjärnelund, and then Christian Lovén. Christian Lovén has to defend for Gustav Berglund in the final corner. Gustav making a move. And then they're side by side on the straight, losing a bit of time to Linus and Andreas ahead. Still side by side. And they're pushing each other. All gloves are off for the final one. And we had a bit of a runoff in the final corner. I think that was Agnes Warland.
We have Christian Lovén and Oskar Melsig side by side again.
Sparks are certainly flying. No love lost between those two. But Christian has to yield, slots in behind Oskar Melsig. So then it's Andreas from Linus, from Gustav Berglund, and then Oskar, Christian, Lionel, Albin Gustafsson has made a couple of positions up. Then William Eriksson, Kalle Svensson, William Isaksson, Fredrik Lindholm, Sixten Sandgren, Jonathan Olander, Pete Norbeck, Enzo Collin, Devin Grabko, Johan Warland, Agnes Warland. As they now rejoin on to the start finish straight. Now, they're here now. Andreas ahead of Linus. Gustav now in P3. Good race from him so far. Now Linus on the inside and Oskar on the inside of Gustav.
Yeah, we see Lionel Skår now catching up to Christian Lovén. So Lovén having that 10-second penalty or more hanging over
outside on the Linus Stjärnelund and Andreas Skattebo teammates side by side in Kvarnen. But Linus is going to have the round coming down to the next corner because he has the outside, more revs on his car, but he has to slot in behind anyway. Now Lionel Skår is looking on Christian Lovén. Side by side between Gustav Berglund and Linus Stjärnelund. Linus Stjärnelund has a yield, and that gives Christian Lovén the chance to maybe have a little look into TV corner. William Isaksson has dropped back behind Fredrik Lindholm, has a bit of a snap going out of TV crest. Then we have a close pack of 7 cars. It's Andreas, Oskar, Gustav, Linus, Christian, Lionel, and then Albin Gustafsson a bit behind. And then another 3 cars. It's William Eriksson, Kalle Svensson, and Fredrik Lindholm.
Christian Lovén on the outside there on Stjärnelund, that is.
Yeah, and now he's on the outside of Gustav Berglund.
Yeah, it's Gustav Berglund, sorry. And Skattebo still in the lead here.
Christian takes that position away. Still have not heard anything about the start. Maybe it was legal. We don't know yet.
It looked like he dropped the clutch a little bit, just rolled forward a couple of meters, and then he went just flat out.
Yeah, we have to wait and see. But so far, Andreas still on course for his hat trick. The second one of the season it would be. They're now a group of 7 cars. And now Oscar is shaping up for a move on... No, instead, Linus Stjernlund goes for a move on Oscar. It's a late move. Oscar has to move out of the way. But they're still fine. Oscar goes to the outside of Andreas Skattebo. But there's no place there to go for. So instead... Oh, it's a very wide... I think that it would be Albin Gustafsson. No, it's Gustav Berglund. He dropped back a position. Lost out to Albin Gustafsson.
We have a yellow flag in the first sector.
What would that be? I can't see. It's just after our blind spot. Who's missing is the question. No one from top 7 it seems.
Yeah, and now the car gets...
It's William no, it's not William Eriksson. It's... is it Jonathan Nylander, perhaps?
Yeah, it might be.
Devin Grabko.
Yeah, it's Devin Grabko.
It's Devin Grabko.
Off in the gravel.
It's...
And we have a car stopping here.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Nylander. So Jonathan Nylander crawling to a stop, but it's going to be safely parked away. So no danger there, no safety car needed, but Devin Grabko's weekend is...
yeah, and the car looks broken. It looks like it's swirling from side to side.
At least he's throwing up a lot of dust, so... Pitch black this weekend. We had a glimmer of hope in qualifying, but since then it's been curtains down. So in the top 5, Andreas, Linus Stjernlund, Oskar Mellstig, Christian Lovén, Lionel Skår, Albin Gustafsson, Gustav Berglund has dropped out of his early pace. Maybe high tire pressures is the reason for that.
And Christian Lovén seems to let go of Lovén.
Oh, it goes very wide on TV crest, but he makes the corner still. Lionel is gonna pass Christian Lovén.
Yeah, Lovén went wide.
But now Lovén has to look in his mirrors because he has a Albin Gustafsson right on his tail. Managed to fend him off at least into the final corner, but...
It looked like he let go of the gas a little bit to help Lionel there, or it maybe just went wide, I don't know.
Yeah, no grip on the outside. That I know for sure. Side by side now, Linus Stjernlund, Andreas Skattebo under the bridge. So side by side, Linus on the outside, Andreas on the inside. Andreas had to take the curb a bit on the inside to make the corner. Now Christian Lovén has to fend off Albin Gustafsson. And the Q Gustav Berglund is also having a bit of a look down the hill. But he can fend them off still. So Andreas, Linus, Oskar, Lionel, and then Christian. And then Gustav Berglund is spinning, almost spinning. He caught it at the very last moment, but he had a big slide. Those rears are gone.
Yeah, now we see Lionel on the rear of Oskar Mellstig. Oskar Mellstig losing touch with the top 2 now.
Gustav Berglund with a code brown, I would say, in Molin's corner. Andreas still, though, fending off, keeping that lead. Now Oskar is having a look at Linus, but once again, Linus is also looking at Andreas and is able to fend him off. And Christian is caught back up into the group, so still on. Linus on the outside. This time he has a way more overlap. I think he'll make a stick. Yep, he slots in front of Andreas Skattebo.
But Skattebo gets a great run here.
Yeah, he gets a great run out of the corner. But Linus is on the inside now. Will he yield or will he go for it? He goes for it and he takes the lead. New leader, Linus Stjernlund. The top 5 glued to each other. As now Linus and the group goes over the crest. William Isaksson having a big slide in Molin's corner. He might have cooked the tires now. Pete Norbeck trying to find a way past Sixten Sandgren too. So Linus, Andreas, Oskar, Lionel, Christian, Albin Gustafsson, Gustav Berglund. And then Kalle Svensson has joined the group. Fredrik Lindholm has got a pass William Eriksson as well. So now Kalle Svensson is making a move and Gustav Berglund for 7th place. Side by side, but has a slot in behind. And now Andreas has got a back pass to Linus Stjernlund, and now Oskar goes for the move around the outside.
Yeah, will he make that stick? Oh, he slots back for now.
He's still looking, trying to find a way through. Lionel has dropped a bit back.
Yeah, it's very, very important to stay in the slipstream of the cars ahead, otherwise you only have to look in the mirrors.
Andreas Kattebo, Linus Stjernlund, Oskar Mellstig, Lionel Skår, Christian Lovén.
So the top 3 stay as they are now. And now Kattebo will defend, will choose the outside line,
Devon Grab go in the
inside line.
Devon Grab go in the pits.
Yeah, race over for him. Very, very unfortunate for Devon.
Back to the drawing board for next weekend at Ring-Djursland. Andreas on the inside, but Linus is almost past him even before the corner. But Andreas has a good run on that inside, and Linus has to slot in.
Yeah, seems like the inside line there is the optimal line. More traction out there, in there, I mean.
Oh, we see here, but they've broken away a bit from Lionel and Christian behind. It's Andreas, Linus and Oskar at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like Christian wants to work with Lionel here to catch up to the top group.
Yeah. William Eriksson has got a back pass Fredrik Lindholm as well for P9. Pete Norberg has got him free from William Isaksson. William Isaksson wide. He's lost his front fender as well. That front left is naked to the world, and now it goes off again.
See if he keeps it on track here. Looks like it was very, very oversteered there.
Six and Sank again, making a run on him. But now it's once again, there's Stjernlund on the inside of Andreas Kattebo. Christian Lovén has overtaken Lionel Skår, realizing Lionel can't get the job done to catch up, so I'll have to do it myself. Linus Stjernlund now, once again, overlap ahead. Can he get the car in, rotated, and get ahead of Andreas? This time he does. But once again, the run still very powerful down the back straight. When they come down again, Linus though holds on to P1. And Christian already eking out a bit of a gap to Lionel. Lionel has dropped the ball a bit here.
Yeah, so Christian will do everything in his power to make it to the top 3. Of course, he might have that 10-second penalty for a jump start. We don't know yet. At least we haven't seen anything about it, but yeah. And we have side by side over there. It's that Kalle Svensson, no. Side by side in the last corner. And someone is off.
Who is that? That is Gustav Berglund.
Yeah.
We saw him earlier having a big slide.
And that's one overtake for Kalle. Can he get another one here?
Kalle overtaking Albin Gustafsson into the tunnel. Can he make it stick? He has to back out of it. Albin stays ahead. Let's see. Lionel has caught back up again to Christian Lovén.
Yeah, and Oskar Mellstig looking for a move on Andreas Kattebo now.
William Isaksson now fending off Enzo Collin into corner.
See if they battle more, because now Christian Lovén has joined this pack of 3, and Lionel as well. Let's see, 2 minutes left on the clock.
So we're gonna have 3-ish laps remaining. And Linus Stjernlund goes off!
He's off!
He's into the wall almost! Can he get out, or is it gonna be a yellow flag and save the car?
Oh, was that
yes,
just over?
he's able to get out. He's gonna rejoin, but Linus Stjernlund loses it entirely on his own.
Wow, that's big for the championship there. Linus Stjernlund in the lead of the junior championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the question is, was he helped around as well, or was that a fault of his own?
It looked like a simple driver error. I don't have the full details in front of me, but I just caught it, and it looked like a simple snap. Is there a safety car out? Not yet. They are opting to just wave the yellow.
Now Christian Lovén in P3 now.
So if he doesn't have a penalty, he's now on course for that longed after podium. He's now very close to Oskar Mellstig. Let's see now. Or do they have any opportunities? I think they're gonna let Linus stay there, and just wave the yellow.
Yeah.
So now guys, chill. It's a yellow. Calm down. Oh, there's a move there. It's yellow flag move almost. I don't know if it was passed before or not. But Gustav Berglund there, backing off.
It looks like all drivers are fighting for grip there in that corner.
Yeah.
The second to last corner. We have Kattebo now defending the lead.
for the final time this weekend. It's a battle for the lead.
Triple.
Outside now.
It's a yellow flag.
It's a safety car.
Safety car out.
Safety
and
car
we'll
out.
finish under safety car conditions.
Was Oscar ahead at the safety car?
Very difficult to say.
I don't know. That is going to be the decider.
I think Skattebo has it.
Yeah, Oscar slotted in behind. And with this, it's going to be race done.
Yep.
And if that start from Christian Lovén was legal, it is indeed one last hurrah. In his final race, at least he's going to finish on the podium on track. That we know for certain, because the race is going to finish behind the safety car.
Yeah. Jump start or not, he drove a brilliant race. Fair racing all around, so we'll see about that. But if there is a 10-second penalty coming his way, then Lionel Score will inherit the third place.
Yes. So Andreas Skattebo then gonna take the win here. After all is said and done, Oscar Melsig P2, Christian Lovén on track P3, Lionel Score P4. And then we have Albin Gustafsson, Kalle Svensson, Gustav Berglund, William Eriksson, Fredrik Lindholm, Pete Norbeck, Sixten Sandgren, William Isaksson, Enzo Collin.
Yeah, so seemingly Skattebo with the triple win this weekend. It was P2 in quali, and then the races went flawlessly. Yeah, brilliant drive by him.
Yeah, so we see the entire grid. I'm gonna try to see if I can see any. Okay, it's been confirmed. Unfortunately for Lovén, he is gonna get a time penalty, demoting him from that elusive, as it turned out to be, podium.
Yeah. So yeah, no real shock there, because it looked like he went like 3 seconds before all the other drivers went from the red lights. So, but yeah, such a pity.
At least it's a little price. It's a tiny price, but at least he'll finish on track in P3 in his final race of his career. Andreas Skattebo is going to take the hat trick with Oscar Melstig right behind. Lionel Score P4 is going to be P3 after the penalty. And then Gustafsson P4, Kalle Svensson P5. I don't know how exactly the penalty is going to turn out, how big it's going to be, but since it's a safety car, it's going to be very hurtful.
Yeah, seemingly dropping to last place maybe. Yeah. And yeah, and Lionel Score will get third place then. He was P20 in quali because they never was able to go out, so amazing weekend by him.
Yeah. There we have it. Weekend over. Christian Lovén's racing career, unfortunately, also over. And I think we can commend him on his final weekend. He has only done 2 race weekends this year. And I think you can say he's done a mighty job indeed. He's, at least in my mind, a podium finisher in all but in reality. Drove a brilliant race in race 1. Had that incident with Oscar. Very unfortunate. Not really much he could do there. Race 2 had to recover from 19th to P5. Yeah. Then in the final race, that non-start penalty.
Not the weekend he wanted, but he has a lot to be proud about. Amazing years in Aquila, so yeah, we thank him and all the drivers for an amazing race.
Yeah.
And we will be back in Padborg.
No,
Jylland.
No, the Danish tracks are a mess. We don't know anything anymore. It's been a hectic weekend, as I also see Sixten Sandgren is stationary on the in-lap here. Some things happen. Nonetheless, he still finished the race, so that won't matter. Here we have the full results, except that penalty has to be added on to Christian. But Andreas Skattebo winning ahead of Oscar Melstig. Christian Lovén third on track. Lionel Score fourth, and then Albin Gustafsson in P5. Kalle Svensson a good race in P6, and then Gustav Berglund P7. William Eriksson P8 and Fredrik Lindholm P9. Pete Norbeck P10. Sixten Sandgren the rookie P11. William Isaksson P12. Despite that damage, Enzo Collin P13, Johan Wahl on P14, and then it seems Agnes, Linus Stjärnelund, Devin Grabkov, Jonathan Nylander, Max Stjärnelund and Selena Hessman didn't take the checkered flag. And with that, thank you for joining us.
Yep. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast by two Aquila Formula 1000 champions.
I'm not champion.
Oh, one Aquila Formula 1000 champion.
Okay. Someone here didn't take the checkered flag and still lift it off and lose the victory, so I don't know who's worse here. Thank you for joining us. It's been good fun, and we'll see you in Ring Djursland.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
See you.